Good day YouTubies, kit bashers and scratch builders. My name is Paul, welcome to my channel. If you've been following my previous series of videos, you'll see that I'm joining the crowd, trying to save the world one plastic bottle at a time. Now this is a short video, this one. It's probably going to be a several parter because it's quite intricate. There's a lot of new skills that I need to figure out. But if you're like me, you might have grew up in the 70s or 80s, or even if you didn't, you'll have seen a film called RoboCop, and you'll be familiar with the name Ed 209. Well, I'm not going to make Ed 209, but using that as a kind of skeleton, or as a familiarized, icon from history, I'm going to build something like that. So stick around, watch the rest of the video, and I'd love to hear your comments at the bottom. If you get anything from this, give me a like, give me a subscribe, help me grow this channel, help me keep it going, help me be as good as everybody else out there. So without further ado, let's go and scratch my junk. Thanks for joining me here, YouTubies, scratch builders and kit bashers. This is my creation station. This is where all the magic happens. Now if you're a 70s, 80s kid like me, you're probably about 100 years old now, but you will have had the privilege of growing up with some of the fantastic, most greatest, bestest films ever made. And also, like me, if you're into scratch building and saving the world from all of its junk, you'll also have a collection of goodies like this, taken from, washing machines or VCRs. I think it's called a head, maybe. And there's the other bit from that. Look at that, it's fantastic, isn't it? All the bits of greeblies out of the VCR. What else have we got? Yeah, there's the radio, RF connector out of the VCR. This is just bits and pieces that I've already glued together. I don't even know what that is yet. I just started making stuff. One of them. This is out of the motor of a washing machine. And yeah, we've all got some pieces. We've all got stuff we want to make things with. What's that? This fly's eyes. Maybe not. Anyway, I've been messing around wondering what am I going to do, and one of the things that I do like is Ed 209 from RoboCop, as previously mentioned. Now I'm not going to try and copy Ed 209 itself, but I'd like to do something based upon that kind of design. Let's see what the magic wheel gives us. Magic wheel, give us a spin. Well, that was magic indeed. Here's what I have so far. I haven't showed the making of this because I really didn't know what I was doing until it arrived. But clearly, some kind of leg. These are the soft close mechanisms from the drawers, etc. And this is taken apart. What is it? Like something like one of these. Took the bottom off, replaced it with the bottom of another one. This is it's off a different hinge. What else do we have? Well, there's the soft close. I mean, the back's really interesting. So, if we see the original Ed 209, it's got like a shin at the front, which you could argue, yeah, that's protective. But with what I'm doing now, I just think that's such an interesting detail. And although I have hidden it, I've made it so it's still slightly visible inside. So from the front, which I believe is the main focal point, you're always going to have that little bit added detail. Usual, my workstation is an absolute mess. I'm still working on my organizational skills. But for now, I just wanted to introduce you to a leg. Let's take a closer look at how I actually got here. So this leg is made up with, I think, of two different drawer hinges. This being one of them. Aren't they just great? They're just, there's a speeder bike. All you gotta do is stick a guy in there, put some wings on it, maybe put some tubes on. Where are we at? Where's my tubes? Oh, put a couple of them, and then the bottom. Anyway, it's sidetracked. So the first thing we got to do, take this little pin out, and it's not in tight. There you go. You just prise it free, and a little horseshoe securing pin, get that for later, and then you're left with one of them. I did actually think about using this before as the hinge for the hip. Maybe I could put a ball in there, or just use the ball bearing, the bearing. I'll put a bearing on there. So we'll come back to that. But for now, that goes to one side, and then we're left with this. So there's the main. This is the upper leg part, so that will go there. So we just got to take this bit off. I take this bit off, and it becomes the front of the shin. I'm just going to lie that down because I can't make it stand up. And it's just screwed in. The oil's old on these, it's got a funny smell. The grease of the mechanism. Keep a hold of the screws and go back in. So there we are. That's that bit. And we have another one of these. Now, like I say, I did backwards and forwards about whether this was going to be the front and this is going to be the back. I thought, well, I mean, it would be an interesting detail at the back as well, and it would give a nice clean finish to the front, but nah, I'm just gonna go with me gut this time. Or maybe I should do 2 legs, because I mean that is a nice clean finish, isn't it? Let me know in the comments if I've made a mistake. I'll copy the other one. So we took this bit off. That's the top. I'm going to keep that as the front of the leg, and that went and sat. How did I do it? I'm just playing around now to see if I could have done something better. So that's how I've got the other one. But I'm thinking I might have stuck the foot on first, so we'll get to the foot. Oh man, that old grease has got a funny smell to it. Left the top off me. So this is a foot, or rather close off another hinge. Well, this is what it would fasten to. So that would go over there. This bit would attach to the inside of the cupboard on the kitchen. So we've got one of them, and this. Now the way I've made this fit, the bottom here has got a little bit of melted, folded metal flap. So where's the front? I've made that the front. Is it the same thing? Oh, look, is it? No, it's the same. So I put this edge in this little line here, like that, and use it as leverage to bend it back. And I bend it back till it stops. And that's my point to glue. So I'm going to put a bit of hot glue on there. And quickly stick that in. And then we'll add super glue to the rest. It's really difficult making videos this way because I'm making it up as I go, and it's just, I don't know, how are you supposed, I can't even think of another way to do this. You would, I would have to do it in parts, in stages, and go, right, now figured that bit out. Then you've got to set your camera up and go, right, this is, but without making it sound like you're just making it up on the spot. I don't know, how to glue. These are from Poundland. Get like 2, 4, 6, 7 tubes for £1, but I think they're half filled with air. So really you get 3 tubes for £1. Let's pop the top. Get some glue on there. I'll see this time. I didn't use the activator initially, so oops, too much glue, it's all dripping off. What a waste. Obviously these are interesting little tops that you get off them as well. Take a little castle. I'm going to spray a little bit of activator onto this foot. You can hear it crunching up. And then for a kind of finishing detail, I had one of these little beads. So that was put in place with a bit of hot glue. Oops, maybe a bit too much on. Now keep the holes visible, the 2 little bead holes visible. Might be able to get some wires in there. Yes, okay, we like that. I'm going to get some super glue on. And a bit of activator. Crispiness. And then, as with this one, let's have a look. What did I do? We'll leave that there. Use this. Oh, I just sit it on top. I literally sit that on top. So all I've got to do is make sure it's in the center, and super glue generally gets a good hold on this. Just gonna make sure it's lined up. We'll get a bit here. Last thing I said was going to make sure it's lined up, and it's not lined up. That's pretty good. And then we have the lower foot and shin. The foot and shin. And the screw I took out. Goes back in. Now, what do I do here? I've got to pop that the same way I popped the other one, so that it lies. Whoops. All I did was got it and pulled it, basically. And this one's come out better. All that grease is going to be a problem if I try and spray it, so I'm probably not going to see that. It's internal. So we'll get that in there. It's got just enough hold on the screw to keep it in place. Oh, I've just cracked something. Yep, and then I'm going to glue that. Now, why does that one stand and this one didn't? Oh no, I've put the foot on the back to front. No, I haven't. I haven't, they're just somehow different. How? Help me out here, folks. What have I done? They're different. Right. They're different feet. Right, well, you can see kind of something's happened there. I've got the parts aren't exactly the same and I haven't realized. So which one do I actually want? Well, that one. That's my original one, but there's something going on with the foot. This one stands. This one's going too far back. I wonder. I need to find another. Well, actually, the leaning back works better, and by the time I get the body on, it's probably going to be all right. So I need to find this foot. Same as that one, maybe. because I don't know why these are. Oh, of course I do. That's tilting back further, so if it was forward it would be the same as that one. Bleh. Well folks, I've had to take this foot off, which is the first one I made, because I've only got one of them, and although the angle was better, you know, the toe reached forward a bit further, it looked more balanced. I've got a few of these ones. I'll fabricate something to extend the front of the foot. So I just got to take this apart. Oh, there's my dog's barking again. Hey! I haven't mentioned my partner's a dog groomer, so there's always someone in and out. I'm just going to have to take this ball off. So, just getting some super glue all around this mechanism. And as with the, whoops, squirted that. Ooh, heavily squirted. We'll get a bit of activator on there. Listen to it crisp. There's the ugly mess. That'll look pretty cool. I'll get some wires. I'll put some wires going to the ankles, etc. Let's see how they stand. Looking pretty good. I like what you've done here. Oh man, I'm excited. Ooh, there's a novel one, isn't it? Maybe I'll make it walk backwards, forwards. Maybe that does become the front. Let's just change the angle of the camera here a bit. Maybe if, yeah, maybe they went like that. Whoops. What do you think? No? Yeah? Oh, we'll keep it that way. I'm gonna have to putty these together. I think so. I can. How can I stick them down? Just blue tack. Bit of blue tack. Trick to blue tack is to get it hot. You get it hot by stretching it and snapping it. I need some more though. I don't want to put that. Just a big bit there. Big bit there. There's still a slight different angle. I need a bit more. Anyway, there's the feet. I even thought about just using this. This is the bit from the video, you know. I could just, sorry, the VHS player. I would just go in there like that. Or then this other bit that I made. You know, I don't even know where it is. Maybe that would go like that. I could put some parts in, maybe put a figure in. Where's my shroud? So, maybe make it so that goes, that went like that. Ooh, I like it. What do you think, guys? So give me a comment, tell me how you think it could have been, should have been, would have been, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Look at that. Oh, I think my camera angles, I'm all a bit stiff and bent over. I made this This is my pod racer, but I changed my mind. It was actually that way, but it's too, I don't know, I don't think it's very good. It's not mechanical enough. But the camera parts, I've got some lenses which will go on here, fantastic. So it kind of would work, but not this time, gadget. What about Yoda? Mechanical I am. Guys, I'm going to call this part 1, because I'm making this up as I go along. I'm going to be here forever. I'd love to hear any thoughts you've got, how to take this, which direction to go in. I mean, I'm probably going to go with that, aren't I? I need some more blue tack. I haven't got any. I've come up with the arms, but I've got, as you'll have seen in if you watch my previous videos, I've got these. Now they could be a hell of a gun. Look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, baby. I'll put some ball bearings. These come out. This comes out the middle. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this, guys. Hellish little things, these. The you know, door handles. What about that? Look at this. Well, I'm going to be here a while. Guys, I've got to fine tune this on my own. Thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. If you get anything from this, give me any hints and tips. I know I waffle on a lot and a lot of this isn't scripted. So until I work out my my edits and exactly what I'm going to do, or the exact process, then, you know, this is how it's going to be. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Take care. Bye.